It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live this morning from Suamico. Good morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Well, we're with the black bears. Of course, this time of year, they're denning. They're not really true hibernators, but out in the wild, they'd be denning. And that's a response what they do. And hibernators do this as well because obviously there's a food shortage for them. So they'll go ahead, and reduce their metabolism. They'll pretty much sleep a good part of the winter, sometimes anywhere between 5 to 7 months. Now, with us, we, have 2 bears at our zoo, and we've got one that's up. I can hear Aldo, he's up. He doesn't sleep much of the winter. He doesn't want to miss a meal. We do feed our bears every day, so we shift them, move them around. But when it gets really cold, they like to just sleep. And we'll show you right now. Okay, this is Winnie. Now, Winnie is just waking up right now. Now, when a bear, goes into denning, and they're in the den, what they'll end up doing, they'll drop their body temperature down from about 100 degrees down to about 90 degrees. They'll drop their metabolism anywhere between 20 and 50%. Now, true hibernators, they'll drop their body temperatures like ground squirrels. They'll drop their body temperature to just above freezing. And they'll actually drop their metabolic rate down to, somewhere around 90% of what they would have, during normal activity, especially during the summer. Now, you see her posture, the way she's laying. This is typical. A bear that is denning will lay curled up. Their head will actually be tucked underneath them, okay?
Okay.
And so they put their forehead, you see how she's moving her forehead down?
Yeah.
They'll actually put their forehead right down on the ground, and their nose will be pointing backwards. They'll bring their paws, everything up in a nice curled ball like that. And actually what they're doing is they're also conserving heat. Now, what they will do is, of course, they're not eating, they're not eating and they're not eliminating waste or anything like that. But what they can do then is they can process body fat. Now, for her, you'll see, to keep warm and to also not lose muscle mass, if you watch a bear like this, what they'll do is to warm up, they'll shiver a little bit. And what that is just getting those muscles active. And at that particular point, going ahead and warming up the core temperature. Here's another interesting thing too, is she's laying underneath there, her paws. During the hibernation, bears slough the skin off their paws. And that's all for new growth coming into the next year. And scientists, these guys are medical marvels when it comes to hibernation. There's so many things that, that we're studying. When it comes to medical things like, if you're having kidney problems, kidney disease problems, things that, bone loss, these guys basically do not lose any bone loss. So if you imagine this, we were laying around for 5 to 7 months. You'd have bed sores, you would have, probably some blood clots, you'd lose muscle mass, you'd lose bone mass as well. These guys don't lose any of that.
Wow. Very interesting.
Not very little bit. So it's really something to understand. They're denning, and like I said, they're not true hibernators, but they've got a remarkable physiology when it comes to withstanding, 5 to 7 months of not eating.
Well, thanks, Neil. That was very interesting. Slough off our own paws, too.
We'll check back in the next hour, Neil.
See you, Neil.
All right. See ya.